Well, hello there, guys. A very warm welcome to Watford Junction. We are on the Beyond North London lines. I'm going to turn that 87 down a bit. We are on the Beyond North London lines by Backdated train sim. This is an absolutely cracking little route. As you can see, it looks amazing. It's obviously the West Coast Main Line South, but we've got updated signage and updated NSC equipment. I'm trying to very quickly prepare my cab in the class 313, so reverse goes to neutral, brake will go down to step 2, step 3, step 2, DRA can come off because we've got a green light, I checked beforehand, markers, destinations, and headlights on, so that's us prepared for departure. It's a short drive today from Watford to Croxley Green. 15 minutes is the usual duration of the journey. I've just realised I've lost my notes, but we're going to wing this one. Nope, doors are still open. There's still a chance. Oh no. Okay, I'm going to pause and I'm going to come back. So, rather embarrassingly, I think we've lost the notes. That's fine. I can drive this regardless. If you don't see this, then you know why. Cool, I've got a little while left. We've got a 47. Hello, Mr. 47. Meow. So quick capture whilst that 47 goes past. Window. Openable, doesn't seem to affect the audio, unfortunately. Got a set reset switch, which I'm actually going to press. Sanders, light controls, speedometer, brake gauge, radio, not modelled up. This is one of the last ones I didn't have it modelled. Signal bell. Various indication for basically line fault light. That indicates we've got 750 volt, that indicates we've got the overhead line. See the brakes now come off, reverse goes forward, and we'll take power. Our start speed limit is 15 miles an hour. That man banging on his Walkman over there. I don't know, were Walkmans around in 1984? Gorgeous Art Deco signal box. I assume that's Art Deco. It's got the, if you press F, it holds down the DSD. That doesn't seem to be connected on any of the EMU, sorry. Openable door, no window on the other side, but we don't need it. So yeah, that is the main stuff in the cab. Looking around, yeah. Horn, two-tone horn. Three car indicator, speedometer. Three-step brake. Step 1, 2, full service and emergency. Windscreen wipers, and that is really all the controls you can know about in the cab. It's a pretty simple unit, but it's does the job. That's the main thing. So as we lose that building out of sight, I'm not sure what that is. Quite modern though. We can go to full power. There goes the power kicking in, and go up to 35 miles an hour. As you can see, there goes another unit on its way into Watford Junction. That's in the gorgeous BR Blue livery. And we're now going to coast down the hill. I'm going to apply small amounts of brake just to keep the speed below 35. As we come off the rounding of this curve, we'll be entering a tunnel, which is just before Watford High Street. The total distance of the journey is actually no more than, I believe it's 2.9 miles total distance, but it takes us around 15 minutes though, just due to the rather slow speeds on the route. So I'm now going to put step 2 of brake in, just get that speed down to about 20 if you're entering the platform, as we do need to stop quite early within Watford High Street, sorry. Down to 20. You can see that the marker's there. It's a bit of an abrupt stop, but we'll release the doors. Welcome to Watford High Street. So I should say this route is available from Backdated Trains, so it's going to be a minor review of it. This is the updated version, so it includes everything you see here. So over here you've got the line to Southend, you've got Fort Dagenham, you've got Barking, you've got Stratford Station, you've also got the, interestingly they've removed the international section, which is nice, although that bit I don't think has been fixed yet. You've got the Goblin, you've got the North London, you've got Broad Street, which is St Pancras, you've got Euston. Broad Street is a terminal that's on here as well. I'm not sure where that is located though. Is that it? No. I'm not too sure where it is. But yes, you've got basically the entire North London lines, and you've now also got the Watford DC route. And that's the line that we're taking. We're doing this small section of the route up here as a little bit of a review of sorts. So, brakes off. Away we go. So our start speed is now 15 miles an hour for this crossover. So we'll go 15 and coast. We're now actually going up a slight hill. And the speed actually increases to 20 as soon as the rear end of the train clears these points. But I'm not sure if it's supposed to be once you're actually on the little crossover here, or once the train's fully over, if that makes sense. It did in my head. So the speed limit now increases to 20. We'll just go up to 20 when when we pass the sign. That's probably the best place to do it. And that way we know the time of the train's definitely clear. Going up to 20 miles an hour now. Up to 20 and coast. So once again, this is one of the slower sections. But as you can see, this bit from here on in is basically fully custom built. It looks absolutely awesome. Backdated Train Sim is a really great dev. I believe it's Xavier is people name, if that makes sense. And I believe he actually does some outsourcing for Dovetail. And you can see why the standard of work is absolutely 100% there right now. I'm really enjoying this drive. This is the third time I've actually tried to do it because I broke 2 recordings because I'm an idiot. And yeah, I've enjoyed it every time, and that's a really great thing to be able to turn around and save out the route. So the speed limit now goes up to 30 miles an hour, 30, and that is once we join the bridge. But what I can do is accelerate about now. Yeah, there you go. We're now fully through, and you can see we've barely started accelerating. You can see the line used to go off ahead of us there. I'm not sure where that is, but I believe this section of the route, although closed at the moment, they're talking about reopening it as part of the Metropolitan line, which I think would be really interesting to see. And this is Watford Stadium. So I just wasn't happy with the level of brake coming on there. It's a bit disconcerting when the brake gauge doesn't initially go up, because I believe this has rheostatic braking. Probably one of the first units to have that. But it is really disconcerting when you see it. Let's actually stop at the end at this station with an S-car marker. But I've got to say the NSE feel on this route is absolutely awesome. So yeah, going right in my basket. So stopped a little short, but we've got the entire trailer, and that's the main thing. But yeah, you can see we've got some really gorgeous custom assets here. Hello. That's actually one of the things that I really like about this, is the people modelling in this does not look rubbish like it does on most trains. Yeah, you've got Watford Stadium, which is some great NSE sounds, which add a lot, I think, having the correct signage. I believe most of the assets actually come from the London Transport Heritage route that Dovetail did. That is a route that, in my opinion, has a lot of just the nice signage in it and a lot of really great NSC assets. And it's one that's worth getting, even if you don't drive it, just for the assets. You know, it's yeah. Up to 30 we're going. This is Watford West on the right hand side. Our second to last stop on the route. After Watford West, it's it's Croxley Green after that, and it's just around that curve on the left there. It's not a long route this at all, but it is really quite a nice one, I think. And I love the assets on it. Even things like that sign on the left there, it looks really nice. And you can see a lot of research has gone into this. There we go. So yes, unfortunately the FOV in this cab does break things slightly, but you can see the compartment behind us is actually modelled. That's all modelled, which is really quite nice. That's basically because these were designed to operate on the Moorgate line. You have to have the escape out the front, so you can close the cab door, and driver can evacuate the train that way. Okay, we don't care about that. Brakes off. That's 3 power. Away we go. Straight back up to 30. Yeah, I've done the cab tour. There's nothing else really to cover inside the train. I'm just not confident. Yeah, well, these, even on DC, these are pretty rapid units comparatively for the era. So yeah, we have to be a little cautious. So you can see I've cut the power at about 28, 29 miles an hour. So we coast around this curve, and then there's a 10 limit coming on the bridge. It's a very easy route to drive without the HUD. That hence I was quite confident that even though I couldn't find my notes, I could drive it well. So yes, you've got the some lovely industrialised feel here, and a lot of, you know, just it feels nice. It feels detailed enough, but not too detailed, if that makes sense. It feels like it could be, you know, it feels real, but also like it could be fiction at the same time. There's our 10 Morpeth board. We've also got a warning for that. Permanent caution. You can see the 10 on that bridge ahead of us. There we go. And I mean, look at this section. It's honestly really well made. Probably a little bit more vegetation on that side is my only feedback. But apart from that, it's gorgeous. Absolutely gorgeous bit of route design. And, you know, really, I think this is approaching into one of my top freeway routes. I don't really know what, you know, there's not a massive amount of custom assets, but at the same time, I feel immersed enough in this to believe that this is what it looked like. You know, I know it'll not be perfect, but yeah. Actually, we need to creep forward. Oh, we're off. Perfect. And there we go, folks. So that is going to do it for today's video. Hopefully you did enjoy. If you did, hit the like button. Subscribe to see more from me on a semi-regular basis. And I'm going to go and drive back up to Watford Junction now. We'll see you guys in the next one. Bye for now.